Dave Smith here. Okay, so we're continuing with the saga of the lockdown diary, and wasn't a lockdown a saga. We're in June now, and you can see again the images that were shot sort of playing in the background there. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually a panorama, and so is this one, which is just showing those individual images because they're in that folder. But you'll see the panoramas if we talk long enough. Okay, so let's get into it. So I'm making this video, by the way, on my mobile phone. It's partly a test to see how this device works out for video. I think it's probably going to be pretty good. Certainly, it's a camera it's quite old now. It's the Huawei P20 Pro or something, and I think they're certainly on the P30. They might even be on the P40 now. So it's a few years old, and that's ancient in mobile phone terms, I guess. But that's how we rock. So I'm trying that out to see how that works out. But I think it might work out quite well. Anyway, enough. I'm between digital cameras, but I might switch my video recording to this altogether. We'll see how this works. So let's have a look at some images. So this first one is a view down the River Tyne, and it's from, I think, the Millennium Bridge in Newcastle, and it shows you the Sage on the left and the iconic sort of Tyne Bridge sort of in the distance. And I've shot this as a panorama, as I said, and similarly with the second one. Now the second one is quite similar to the first because again it's the panorama down the River Tyne, but I've shot it as a wider panorama, and it was shot from the terrace on the Baltic, so you get the sort of arch of Millennium Bridge in the foreground, so slightly different. So that's sort of from when I was out and about in Newcastle. We're in June now, so the lockdown was supposed to end I think on the 16th of June. That was postponed for a month, of course. What pain that was. But this next image is from sort of close to home. I'd gone out to the coast, and you'll see some images here as well of the magnesium limestone formations at Blackhole Rocks, and that's where I was here. So I've been taking those images, and I was on my way back to the car park, and I heard bagpipes, and I thought, that's a funny sound to be playing on your car so loudly in the middle of nowhere, until I got to the car park and I saw this bloke playing his bagpipes, and he had his hatchback up on his car and a little music stand, and his music was on the parcel shelf, and he was stood there in the car park playing his bagpipes. So of course I had to ask him if I could make his portrait, and that's what we're seeing here. And no prizes for guessing why he was doing this in the car park. He's probably banished by his wife. Anyway, later on in that month I was in Oxford for a day, and so again, as in May, now that I can get out and about, then I've taken some poetic license with the parameters of the project, and when I'm visiting somewhere I'm doing several days worth all at once of images for this project. And as I said before, I think that's reasonably in the spirit, because it does demonstrate how lockdown and my experience of lockdown was changing from the start on the 6th of January all the way through to the end on the 18th of July. So I was in Oxford, and I took the next couple of images in the market. It's a closed market, so let me tell you, the lighting was very, very, very low, and I had no tripod with me. This was handheld, and this is a cake shop, and you can see the people working inside on the cake, and you can see how slow the shutter speed is because the people are blurred from their motion as they're working. Similarly with this next one at the barber's shop, just looked like a very what we might think of as a very traditional barber's shop, and that struck me as interesting. And then this final image is there's the cake shop up on the screen, and there's the barber's shop. This final image is the Radcliffe camera, and they're using camera in the Latin in the strict Latin sense of room. I think the Radcliffe camera is part of the Bodleian Library, and so it's a reading room. So there we go. That's a quick look at the images from June. These are up on my blog now. They're up on the photo essays section of my website, so why not go check it out? And you'll see the full set of images. Every single image that was taken is up on that photo essays website. And I am now making a zine. So if you're interested in the zine, drop me a line and I'll let you know when that's ready. But that's it. That's June. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.